How's it going, everybody? I thought I'd come back with our weekly live stream that we're starting to do here on Mondays, so I hope you do appreciate it. I thought I'd do something a little different live and talk about JD from NY's 206 Royal Rumble review. This guy, man, I can't believe I almost felt sorry for him. That's what he likes to do is gaslight people and get them all upset, and then when people come at him, get you to feel sorry for him. And I'll admit I almost did. I'm like, what are you doing, man? This guy doesn't care about you. Why are you even trying to let bygones be bygones with this dude? He doesn't care. So sorry about that brief period without any JD videos, but I did listen to a little bit of his Royal Rumble review. And listen, I'm not going to sit through a 3 hour review when it's not really a review. From what I gathered in the first 30 minutes, it was a rant on Cody Rhodes, Gunther, in the bloodline. And I'm just like, I'm not going to. When I want to hear a review, I want to hear an actual review. I don't want to hear a rant for 30 minutes to an hour or however long he does. Granted, I'm not saying he doesn't have good ideas. I'm not saying his sound isn't good. It is. But the only issue is it's mostly repetitive rants. And the funny thing is that people actually buy into it. Now, I did notice with his subscriber count, yes, he has 140,000 subscribers. But on average, his videos, other than the Royal Rumble review, do about 25,000. So it doesn't match up. How many of those people are just subscribing to make fun of him or to disagree with him? So he only has like a third of his subscribers that actually are loyal to him. And sorry, my eyes are a little watery. I don't know why. But that's just what I'm gathering. And it's like people just keep supporting this guy. And I just don't know why. And the thing I wonder with Jerry is I hope he's good with money because when he's 50 or 60 and no one wants to listen to him anymore, I hope you got some money in your IRA or something, JD, because the thing with having YouTube as your main job, if you're not smart with the money, you're not going to get it back. It's not like a job where you can put away, put away, put away. And then when you turn 65, that's there for you. When you're on YouTube, you have to do it on your own. So hopefully he's at least smart in that aspect. But as far as his review go, I'm just like, all he's doing is just complaining. He's complaining for clicks. He's complaining for people to super chat him, and there's only a few that may agree with him. And the rest are just, I don't understand. I really don't understand. But I agree with the fact that maybe they should have went with Gunther because the man lasted 72 minutes. That's incredible. And to have Cody come in at number 30, it was more of the predictable outcome. And I'm just kind of like, well, that I can agree with. Maybe they should have had Cody come in earlier and then actually have to work his way like Gunther did to get the victory, and that would have made it more believable. Like, oh my God, he's going to actually pull it off. I'll admit, I was rooting for Gunther for most of it. I mean, that man was putting on a clinic. But it's great to see that the IC title got the rub it needed. That man is bringing so much prestige back to that belt, and I love to see it. But from what I gathered with this live stream, I'm just like, it's going to be 3 hours of nothing but complaining. Even Road Dogg went to JD and said, have fun with it. And you should. Wrestling, no company is perfect. WWE isn't perfect. AEW is far from perfect. TN Impact is not perfect. Just have fun. I just see him as a person that just loves to hate on a company. And so many people come at me saying he just wants a better product. For who? It seems he only wants a better product for him, for himself. He's not actually wanting a better product for the company. I'm just telling you, this is just what I'm gathering from his reviews. It does not seem like he wants a better product for everybody. He just wants a better product for himself. And don't you think, with all the complaining of Vince McMahon, that he only cares about Vince, the egos are exactly the same? They're exactly, they're like two of the same people. He may not ever want to admit that, but I'm telling you, that's just what I'm gathering. And the fact that he had hardly anything good to say about the Royal Rumble just tells you. It just tells you. He loved the ending. So did we. We all did. It's going to be hopefully Sammy Mania once again. And not once again. What am I saying? Hopefully, like Kofi Mania, it'll be Sammy Mania this time. Remember, Roman has two belts. They could easily have Cody go after one, and then somehow get Sammy in the mix to go for the other. I don't think putting Sami Zayn with Kevin Owens to go for the tag team titles is a good decision. I really don't. Reason being, the man is too over right now. He's the hottest thing going in WWE. Why would you give him a tag team title that's going to do nothing? That's going to make this last year be like subpar. It would mean more to the audience and everybody watching at home, those in attendance, if Sammy would get the other title at WrestleMania. And I personally don't think Roman would have an issue with that because he carried this bloodline story for as long as it's been going, almost 900 days. If it wasn't for Sammy, Roman may have lost that title last year at some point. But Sammy made him the hottest thing going, and WWE kept sticking with it. And why not? If it's your hottest angle, don't end it. Keep it going. Triple H is smart with that. He's like, no, we're going to let this play out even more, and we're not going to end this anytime soon. But now you're starting to see everything come to an end. Jey Uso walking out. I don't know what's going to happen there. And then we're going to have Sammy be the spotlight of WrestleMania. Many people are saying Cody should have waited. He could have. Maybe come back at a more unpredictable time. Would have been better off for Cody. But he can still get his title, and Sammy can still get his title. Where does that leave Kevin Owens? Kevin Owens is not the hottest angle. I'm sorry. If you want to have him be believable to beat Roman Reigns, he's got to have that angle going for months, and he hasn't been going for months. It's been like the last month or two during coming up towards the Royal Rumble, and I'm sorry. Sammy deserves it more than Kevin. Kevin may be great on the mic, but how many titles has Sammy actually won? Come on. And giving you a memorable reign. This is the time WWE needs to strike with Sami Zayn, or all this is going to be for nothing. And I think the fans are not going to let WWE slide on this one. I think you're going to get another Kofi situation, and it's going to happen. Greg and John, what's up, brother? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. You know what I mean? So it's like he was saying how WWE backed themselves into a corner. They're not. They could easily, maybe at the Elimination Chamber, put Sami Zayn in a situation to where he gets to be the number one contender. I mean, look where the location is. Come on. That place would go nuts if Sami Zayn won that match and became number one contender to Roman Reigns. Where's Big Mouth JD? Oh, dude. I didn't watch. I don't know if you watched that whole Royal Rumble review. I maybe lasted like 20 minutes, and I'm like, dude, shut up. It's like all he did was complain, and then I. It's like that's not a review. It's like a review is reviewing the actual show. It's not coming on there. Why don't you just call it JD's rant? Why do you have to say Royal Rumble review? Just say JD's gonna rant on the show. Then we can all make a decision if we want to hear it or not. It's just like it's just mind-boggling to me. I'm like, I don't know when he actually started the review. I don't know if you guys can tell me, but I, after 20 minutes, I'm like, this guy just needs to shut up. He really needs to shut up. Or, I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't have good ideas. I'm not. I'm just saying he waits too fucking long. First, he makes you sit there for, 20 minutes before he even starts, and then he goes into a spiel about, oh, follow me, blah, blah, blah. You don't need any more followers, brother. You have plenty. You could just save that for another time. And it's like, what do I got to wait an hour for this review to start? I'm not wasting my time. We just sat through, how long was that pay per view? 6 hours? 5 hours? Counting the pre show and counting the post show, I think it was 6 hours. That's a long fucking pay per view. And then you're going to come on here and talk for 3 more? No. I just don't understand why some of the people in the community will sit there through that long for another 3 hours. It's just like, enjoy your life. Why are you why are you going to sit there and listen to him for 3 hours? That's just feeding his ego. It is. And the more he sees people like it, the more he's going to keep doing it. It's not out of the question. If you're in a mall spending a lot of money to hear him rant, I think hear me out here. Even though they may be his supporters, I think people are actually paying him to make fun of him. I really, really do. Because, yeah, they could be saying that so he doesn't block them, pretend to agree with him. But how many people in the community clickbait, like, cut his shit, copy it, and paste it, and then rant, and then make fun of it later? You can't deny that. There is so many people doing JD from NY clips immediately after he's done. And I'm starting to think that that's why he has so many subscribers, because that's how many people want to make fun of him. I really do. And he's just so blind he can't see it. He thinks he's the best, but maybe the best at being laughed at. It's like every woman that I've talked to on social media has laughed at him. Seriously, I'm not saying I'm good looking. I'm not saying I'm all that. I know I'm not. I know I'm a little hideous looking, but I have the personality to make up for that. I have the kindness in my heart to make up for that. I don't gaslight people. I don't actively go out and make fun of people and then cry about it and then expect you to say, oh, I'm sorry, sir, blah, 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 forgive me. No. I mean, come on. This is just, I apologize. I didn't hear the whole thing, but I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts of what I did hear. And it's just a whole lot of nonsense. When will people, I see a few of you that, you've woken up and realized you're not going to waste your time with that. A live stream to me should be no more than an hour. Why? Because you risk the point to where you get so repetitive that you're just going to make the length go longer to get more dollars for the watch time. Eventually, people are going to notice that shit. They're going to notice. They're like, oh, he's just going on to get more money for his video. They're just going on to get on and on and on to get more money for their video. But what are they actually talking about? Like, didn't they say this 20 minutes ago? And then you see here another topic that's similar and similar and similar. And it just doesn't make sense. That's why I love what Road Dogg is doing. Him and Casio will have like an hour live stream, and then they'll cut it all into pieces. And then you'll see a video that might be 5 minutes. You'll see a video that might be 7 or even 3. That's smart, because they know that not everyone is going to, even for that hour, is going to want to hear the whole thing for an hour. So you do the right thing and you cut it into bits and pieces. And now he's trying to do that route with the shorts. That I understand, but you're already going on for 3. If you're talking nonsense, I'm going to turn it off. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm happy for him he got that many views. But the thing is, if I were to go back and listen to it, how much of that is repetitive? How many times did he repeat himself? I can guarantee you at least 100. Why did you describe the JD? Well, I was a fan, but I'm starting to see what's going on. I subscribe because I want to see people grow. That's what you do as a community. But I'm just trying to give you guys my insight to what I'm seeing, what's going on here with his reviews. You are a clown, whatever, AWC legend. But you know what I mean? I'm just trying to give you guys some insight of what's going on with his live streams. You may think I'm a clown, but how much of that did he actually talk about? After 20 minutes, I'm like, I heard the same thing at least 5 times. It's like he says he takes all these notes, but if you take all these notes, how are you repeating yourself? I'm just trying to let you guys know with these long live streams, that's what you risk doing. You ever watched Sean's views? I'd have to look him up. The name does not ring a bell. Sean views. No, I don't think I have. But if it's worth checking out, I'll definitely check it out. As long as it's not 3 hours fucking long. And I'm not going to spend my whole day watching YouTube. But if it's 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, sure. I'll be glad to check it out. Not a problem. But if it's longer than that, it may take some time for me to get around to it. But before I even make the same mistake of going on and on, I'm not going to take too much more of your time, but I just wanted you guys to get an insight. And hopefully for you, if you have a YouTube of your own to be more successful, I'm not saying I'm the most successful person in the world, but a nobody that has almost 2,000 subs, I'm doing something in the right area. Just try not to get too crazy with very long live streams. I know sometimes if we're really excited about something, we want to keep talking about it, but just keep in mind of your audience. Let them, if you start to see, always check your numbers. If you start to see them go down, that's the time maybe you want to wrap it up. And just be like, well, maybe I'm going on too long for them, and maybe I should cut it right now. That's just some advice, especially with Jerry's live streams. It's like every live stream is 3 hours, and I'm just like, if I want to watch something for 3 hours, I'd rather watch Raw instead of watching you bitch and moan for 3 hours. You're a grown-ass man. Do you stream a lot daily? I like to watch-alongs. I do work 2 jobs, so Monday's really the only day that I can do a live stream because it's the only day I have at the house to myself. But I will try to get more out when the weather gets nicer. Maybe I'll do some outside to give you guys more live streams. That's what I usually do in the spring and summer months. In the winter, it's kind of tough because it's too cold. And the only day that I'm actually inside is Monday during the winter. So I apologize if it's not more than 1 day a week, but that's why I do a bunch of clips and shorts throughout the week to hopefully get you guys coming back for next Monday. But I do appreciate those of you who came in. I'm not going to talk an hour about JD. I'm just letting you know I did watch a little bit of his live stream and I thought it was ridiculous. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you can, those of you in the chat, I really appreciate you being here. I will never ask anybody for money. I'm not one of those people. You guys know where the super chats are. You guys know where all that stuff is. It's not my place to get you to help me. I have a job. That's why I have a job, so I can support myself and my family and not expect it from you. This is all for entertainment. This is all for us to just talk about wrestling and have a good time. So I just want to let you guys know you won't have to worry about any of that here. If you like to help out, channel members will be coming soon, and you can do that there. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I don't want to waste any more of your time. It's Monday. It's 52 degrees out. Let's go outside and have some fun. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, everybody have a great and wonderful Monday.